All right. Well, hello and welcome back to another lesson. I guess we could call this a lesson or maybe just a little chat this time. So, the question today is why be an English language teacher? You may know someone who's an English language teacher. You may even be considering becoming an English language teacher. Maybe you never even heard about it. Well, this is just going to be a very short video to introduce the subject to you. And if you're thinking about it or maybe never thought about it, maybe it's something you can get into. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, let's talk first about English. What do we know about it? Well, it has become the global language of academics, business and commerce, entertainment, science, and even travel. So if you're looking for English, it's all around you. And all throughout the world, people are basically screaming for it. Not necessarily really screaming, but they are searching for English. And this quote here from this website, the one job that you can always rely on is being an ESL or an English as a second language teacher. And I can tell you, I've been in the business for about 15 years, and it has been quite a blessing. There is a need for English language skills in the workplace. As the world becomes increasingly globalized, people are no longer communicating with others within their own culture. They're reaching out to other countries, other cultures. English provides that common language in many cases between colleagues. And I can attest to that as I've taught many people in companies. They do need it. Well, I'm going to get into 10 reasons why teaching ESL is a rewarding career choice. These aren't the only 10 reasons. They're just 10 reasons. Maybe if you have more, why don't you leave a message at in the comments. I'd be happy to hear from you. Maybe even be fun to learn more what you think. So let's go ahead and begin. First of all, ESL teachers are in demand. Definitely, if you are in an area where English is spoken, you may not realize that. But if you are in a culture or an area where English is not the first language, you will probably encounter that there are people willing to pay, whether privately or in a company, a school or academy, very willing to pay for teachers. Matter of fact, the British Council back in 2014 published 1 billion people are seeking to learn English worldwide. Now we're at 2018. The prediction was maybe it would double in about 5 years. So perhaps it's up to 2 billion people by now. That's a lot of people. And this is a career that you could retire in probably with that many people trying to learn English. Secondly, ESL teachers can see the world. If you're an ESL teacher, you could get invited to teach in any country. It just depends on where you apply and what their needs are. But you can certainly have a chance to see the world, check out different cultures, and enjoy yourself. If you're single, if you're married, you can still bring your family. You can still bring your spouse. It's also acceptable to do those things. Depends on who you're working with. Thirdly, being an ESL teacher is a rewarding career. You know, 1 billion people, maybe 2 billion people learning English. They're trying to get into it. They're trying to use it to get ahead in the world, and you are a part of that. So I think you could feel a sense of accomplishment as an ESL teacher, especially if you hear from a student who you've taught and you've had class with, who's had a successful English language experience. Fourthly, ESL teachers can influence people. Not only are you exposed to a different culture, but you can also share your culture with other people as well as the language. And hopefully you'll have a positive influence on the people that you encounter. ESL teachers learn new things. I can tell you from my own personal experience, I have talked to doctors, lawyers, researchers, even nuclear physicists. I can't, business owners, I cannot even begin to tell you the things that I have learned. It's almost like I've earned a second MBA at this point, because I've just learned so much from other people. Just because they're learning English does not mean they're ignorant. People are highly intelligent. They simply need to learn English to express themselves, to get ahead, to change jobs, or whatever, or even to travel, whatever the case may be. So there is some very intelligent people out there trying to learn English, and it's a great way to develop their skills, is sharing what they know. And it's been incredible. I've learned so much. 6, ESL teachers can make a difference. You know, maybe that person that you're teaching is trying to get ahead in life. Maybe that person that you're teaching or having class with is trying to make it into a school. Maybe one day they finish their degree and they go on to bigger and better things. And you, as their English teacher, have helped that person make a difference perhaps in the world, but also make a difference in their life. 7, ESL teachers can help people achieve their dreams. As I just mentioned, maybe someone has a dream to go to another country, to live, to emigrate, and you are a part of that person's dreams. 8, did you know as an ESL teacher, you can teach pretty much anywhere? You are equipped, or you will be equipped to teach in another culture, to teach in a classroom, to teach online, from home, at a company. ESL teachers can teach anywhere because ESL teachers have learned and are learning how to adapt to the situation. Many times you have classes 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes. You've got to adapt, and it's an excellent way to make a living, knowing that you can go anywhere and teach English. Speaking of that, English language teachers, or ESL teachers, don't follow the traditional techniques in a regular old classroom environment. You've got to step outside of the box. You've got to step outside of your paradigms, and you're really forced to learn new ways of teaching. One of my favorite things to do is take a group of traditional teachers and share with them ESL strategies, ESL paradigms, and how we can go outside of the traditional ways, because we're teaching a language, not a subject. It's a big difference. So you learn these new things, how you can teach people a language rather than a subject. It's really good. And finally, ESL teachers have a job. Now, I'm speaking to you right now from the Philippines, and I've been training teachers here for quite some time. But if you are a non-native English speaker and your English skills are up to snuff, and you're able to learn how to teach, not just speak the language, but learn how to teach English language, you have a job. The native speakers are not the only people in this age, or in these days, I should say, who have these jobs. Native speakers are in demand, but there's not enough of them to go around. And also, native speakers can be a little bit of a headache to some of the owners, the company owners, the academy owners. So they're looking for other people who can do the job as well. So it's open to you even if you're not a native speaker. So you always have a job. So 10 reasons why teaching ESL is a rewarding career choice. ESL teachers are in demand. ESL teachers can see the world. It's a rewarding career. You can influence people. You can learn new things. You can make a difference in people's lives. You can help people achieve their dreams. You can teach anywhere, even from home. And you learn how to teach outside of the box. And remember this, you have a job. There's one more benefit. You can help people enjoy movies more. I've been to theaters and I've looked around sometimes. There are people kind of look like that. Everybody else is laughing, but they're not. They don't quite know or understand what's happening in the movie. So you can help people avoid that embarrassment sometimes, or simply help them to enjoy the movie better. So that's it. Thanks a lot for your time. And I do hope that if you have some questions or comments or more to add, please let me know. This has just been a simple video to give you a little bit of an idea of the benefit of English language teaching, not only for yourself, but for others. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.